Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day to be alive. We are walking south this morning. And by we, my wife always asks me, who's with you? We, I mean me and you, us, together. We, I always say we. Actually, I was with Tumbledown last night. He actually just passed me. He's a little bit ahead of me. Beautiful day. Today is unique, kind of special maybe, I don't know. It is day number 77 on trail. And I am conveniently ignoring those 6 days I spent off trail here recently with my family at home. But 77, why is that important? To me, it's important because when I originally asked my employer, my former employer, for time off, I asked for 5 months. 5 months is 22 weeks. Half of 22 weeks is 11 weeks, which is 77 days. I'm on day 77, so I'm really interested to see what my mileage will be for today. I'll probably be really close to 1,000 miles. And so you might say, well, your halfway point, 77, well, you're not halfway, you're only at 1,000 miles. You need to be at 1,100 to be halfway done with the trail. Yes, that's true in terms of mileage. However, I've also overcome, the first weeks of trail where you're kind of slow and sore and getting used to hiking all day, every day. I've gone through Maine and New Hampshire, which are, quite frankly, the most difficult states and where you don't get quite as many miles in. So I actually feel really comfortable with completing this trek within that 5-month time frame I had originally outlined with my former employer. Now that said, since I no longer work there, I really don't have a timeline. It really doesn't matter if I finish in 5 months or 4 months or 8 months. But I guess something that I'm keeping track of in the back of my head. Well guys, I have to say, I'm having a nice morning. We're just surrounded by these fields of green. It's been nice. Sometimes I get bored of these long, flat stretches that they have, especially here in PA. But this is nice. The weather's great. I mean, this cool breeze is blowing and it's cool. Really nice weather to hike in. And I'm afraid today just might be this boring ridge all day. Looking at the map, there's maybe one viewpoint up here, and then it doesn't look like there's anything interesting until you get like 17, 18 miles in. So we'll just enjoy the greenery on this flat ridge for a while. My latest food craving. Salt and vinegar flavored pistachios. I was thinking about these just before lunch. My mouth starts watering. So good. Since it's Sunday, let's try to sneak in a spiritual thought. I have a friend who likes to golf. He tells the story about one night after work he went to the driving range and he's hitting balls, and right in front of him is another guy. I'm not a golfer, but this guy was just whacking the ball. It was going straight and far, and he was super consistent. Just a beautiful drive. And so after a while, my friend goes and says something to this guy. Says, "Man, what I wouldn't give to be able to hit a ball like that." And the man turns around and looks at him and says, "Really? What wouldn't you give? Well, I'm here at the driving range for hours each day. My wife has divorced me because I'm so into golf and I'm always here. I missed all my kids' events when they were when they were young. I've had trouble at work, and I've been fired because I'm always at the golfing range. Anybody can hit a ball like me. It's what they give up to be able to do it. And this is kind of interesting, and I like to think about it, turn it around a little bit and think, what would I give up to know God better, for example? Would I be willing to give up some time each day to read scriptures, to pray, to go to church? Would I be willing to give up bad habits that I know God doesn't approve of and probably aren't good for me anyways? What exactly would I be willing to give up to know God better? I have a feeling that I'd be giving up a lot less than this man gave up to be able to have a perfect golf swing. Oh, look at this swim hole. It's got a rope swing. Oh man, this is fantastic. But it's 65 degrees out here, and I feel like the sun's starting to set and it's getting colder. This is the Hurtline campsite and swim hole, and I'm just gonna have to pass it up. It's not warm enough. Unfortunately, or I don't know if it's unfortunate, but ironically, I guess you could say, in another few days it's going to be back into the 80s. Just hit it at a bad time. I just saw this sign, Boulderfield. That's scary. I wonder if they're actually putting signs up. I wonder how bad it is. There's a bird perched here. I finally got to our view for today. I'm sure it's gonna fly away in a second. There she goes. But, wow, look at that view. Well, youngest son of mine, here's where I've hung my hammock for tonight. Looks like a nice enough spot. I'm actually at a shelter area. It's called the 501 shelter, and it's right by a road called 501. Here's the actual shelter. It's actually four-sided. You sleep inside of it. But since I have a hammock, I have to hammock. I don't have a pad or anything to sleep in the bunks that they have here. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks to my family for their support. Thanks to everyone else for their support. Today was great. Plenty of rocks, of course, but I felt like the worst of the rocks weren't as bad today as they have been in past days, so maybe we've gotten over the hump of the Pennsylvania rocks. Water was okay today. It's been cool, so that's helped a lot. It's going to keep getting warmer here for the next week or so, but good night. Wish me luck, and that everything goes great tomorrow. Good night. We'll see you later.